Is it actually working? No way. I think it actually is working. Oh, wow. Surprise. I tried streaming yesterday and for some reason YouTube didn't want to fucking work. Alright. So what is today going to do? I really don't know. For 6 AM during the driver. I might have to wait. I do know what we should do, but 6 AM manipulation, so it's lower probability. Trading a reversal of forever candle. So on the daily, I like ES more than NQ and ES or YM because of the fact that ES is stronger. We manipulated this relevant swing while NQ is super far below it, still pretty far out, or still kind of far away from the slow. I feel like it's, what are we at? Okay, so we did reach beyond EQ, but so I guess if you could say, if you want to say that's relevant affiliate swing to the slow, maybe, I don't know, but and then we have YM, where YM reached below the slow, right, and almost reached the slow on ES and Q. Notice how ES is like the furthest asset away from it. So ES is the stronger asset, the leading asset. It's the one closer to this high here. Well, why is this high? But every asset has super clean targets as well, but every asset reverse higher. I don't like how YM left feather swings to the slow, but technically NQ or ES didn't really reach it, or didn't leave feather swings, so I'm assuming Monday, low of the week, C2 for Tuesday, C3 continuation to reach for this high. So the framework would be order pair ranges on the daily. The profile would be, like I said, Monday C2, Tuesday continuation C3. Wednesday, Tuesday, print that daily exponential candle away from the skill level towards the target level. And then the SMT, there is literally no SMT. So I was hoping that we would have SMT with this low, but nope. Alright, so drop another 4 framework would be internal range of liquidity to external range of liquidity because of the SMT failure. Profile would be 6 AM manipulation, and it's like automatically what do we do prior to the driver? It's like okay, kind of consolidate on the hourly, right? Deep ass retracement, so it kind of makes it look, kind of seems like we're gonna reach for the slow, which I do not like. I was hoping that the driver or 9 AM was gonna reverse away from like this CSD or this gap here, but the fact that we're not reversing is a little bit annoying. Part of the driver away from the skill level for driver continuation makes me think that the driver is gonna take out the slower quick to go higher, but that's ideally what we do, because I don't want to see I don't want to see price break this SMT, but I also don't want to see 6 AM close with a bearish candle. I want to see a reversal candle, ideally for 10 AM continuation. Right. This was last week, right? So last week was ass. I guess it could have been worse, right? But so this next week or this week does something. I don't want to be impatient or FOMO, so I'm trying to be picky. So, and last week being as picky as possible. I mean, I technically, I found some change. So I don't know. I don't think last week was too bad. Could have been worse, like I said, but if I wasn't picky, I think it would have been. Oh my god. Also, I smoked I hit the bong for doing this. I am trying to quit smoking weed. I told myself that I was gonna fully just cold turkey it. This week on Monday right away. It's kind of hard to. We have all these distractions, and I think also being around people that are distracting as well is a little bit very challenging. I have ADHD too, so so I hit it. Admittedly, I did hit it more than I should have yesterday. I think I hit it like 3 times. In reality, I told myself I was only gonna hit it once, but 3 times yesterday. If I can do it 2 times today, then that's a win. So, in my books. But weed has been really making me a shitty ass fucking trader. I'm not gonna lie. It's been making me perform horribly within this shit, within everything. But I'm trying to see, because I know that if I can, it's like that fucking feeling of just being so exhausted. I don't even know why, but it's because I'm so insecure. That's the main reason. I'm exposing myself. I really don't care. I do care, but it beats fire. But I think I might have to wait for the door to confirm the narrative. That's a deep ass retracement. We're clearly failing to internal range of liquidity to external range of liquidity, right? So we're displacing through this gap, which kind of makes me think that we're maybe we don't have to do that. I don't know. Kind of seems like we're, I don't know, doing internal external over this range, but I think what I gotta do is wait for the driver to confirm the narrative. I gotta see the driver take like this low out, reverse higher. I gotta see the driver confirm the narrative, the narrative before, right? I want to see 6M manipulate Titanium to continue, but you don't always get what you want, especially in trading. Yeah, I like that title. It's almost like that feeling of impatience. Impatience, like being patient, but having that like just that impatient feeling. I feel that like all the time. So weird. What about gold? Still pulled up over here. We have stronger asset, weakest, middle. I don't know how this could be clean. Just being rich this low. I just don't like it's a crazy ass fucking reversal. Compared to all these days. What the fuck happened? It's crazy. Is it NFP? Maybe. No? Can't be. Hold on. Isn't it NFP week? This is the first week of the month. It's not today, it has to be next week. Yeah. Or if it's not this week, it has to be next week. It's not. I don't know. Weird. I thought NFP was on the first of the first week of every new month. Okay, fuck this week. Pretty sure. But yeah, this framework's not clean. You can frame external to internal, but trade the strongest S that much. I don't trade these. I don't trade metals. I want to start doing it though. Like I had traded gold before, and most times I've won, but I like silver more. If anything, but it's a weak ass close. Major reversal. So weak. I've already reached everything. Doesn't matter. So, oil. It's a reversal day. Away from realistically nothing. It's clean. Looks like CL is the strongest asset. Yeah, that is. Because of this SMT. I mean, this could be internal external. You're just trading a reversal day, but they open straight lower into pretty low versus 2A manipulation. This is clean actually. Too bad I missed it. That's super clean. Damn. We got I would count this as external to internal. This is a clean ass example. This is just like that one for our profile example of that GXT mid. Let me find it. Let me find that shit real quick. It's with creating the daily count, or no, it's over. No. So when candle 1 reaches a key level, right? Which I technically did, we full on retraced into a key level. I mean, this daily gap pretty much at EQ, this range or below at a discount, right? So now expecting internal to external instead of external to internal. But since yesterday failed to manipulate away from this key level, ideally this day reverses off of pretty low. But ideally the daily candle formation itself supports that, meaning today opens up and immediately doesn't head higher. Instead, perfectly it does, leaves like failure swings below the main target level in this gap. And it immediately heads lower into the key, we're finding about a level. Automatically it's pretty low, but which is a irrelevant swing to like this low. So that was clean. We just stayed within consolidation. So you can also view this as realistically order per ranges if you wanted to. But manipulation distribution, but nevertheless, we've seen 2AM reach the key level, manipulate. So the framework on for external and internal, the profile being 2AM manipulation, the first 6AM expansion continuation, mainly 6AM because 6AM reached the draw and complete. I wouldn't try 10AM continuation. I don't think I'm a trader in the driver as well as too late on these assets on NCUs. As you can see, driver's taking that low now. Right. So today though on CL, so I want to see if this is SMT. See how we took that low into it. Yeah, same thing. There's no SMT, but so it's like really unclean. But the daily still. Let's see how it's clean for internal to external. For it would be external to internal, but so 2AM confirms low day. You can think about it as like the 2AM is the aligned swing to the daily, or this framework is the aligned framework to the daily framework. So assuming 6AM continuation, you get that far expansion kind of away from low day. Pressure respect EQ, the previous forecast range, doesn't matter. That obviously price asks you. Yeah, so let's drop down. Case on. Alright, so down to the 1 hour or 30 minute. What do we do prior to 6 AM? Okay. Continuation sequence, but daily 30-minute. We have like a reversal sequence. I think if you were trading CL oil, you could probably trade prior to 8 AM, 8:30. But you could have possibly traded this as the reversal sequence, C2, and then 6:30, C3. You could do this high. I mean, I guess you would have to, no matter what. You can't really trade the driver on CL rate, but or 8:30 if there's news, but there's. But wait, isn't it CL? So so yeah, that would be this 30-minute. Yeah, I like how today opens up though. Opens up and immediately just heads like it leaves failure swings, and then immediately hits a lower. So although the wick size is pretty large, the daily candle formation supports the bullish candle formation, and the framework, everything's clean. So realistically, you can trade this. It doesn't matter, even if you're entering at the daily open, despite the wick size not supporting the expansion, or you could just consolidate, not really do shit. There's still a reason to go higher because we saw these highs, so it's completely valid, 100% valid to trade this information. But I would say, I don't know. I feel like I should try trading like Asia or London maybe, or just like 6 AM on the gold or oil. So I think I might. I really want to check this out though, actually. So yeah, we have 6 AM manipulation. Just going on the 5-minute. So we have 6 AM, C2, reversal sequence, C3, C4. We got that. Could count this. That's pretty shit. That 6 AM didn't really create the C2 room in the CC. So that's pretty shit, but we got CC formed here during C3, so you could realistically enter off of that. That's entry model 2, I think. Or no, it's 3. No, it would be 2. Enter here. Stop here, right? Trade that 2R. That would be entry. Or even the continuation entry wasn't bad. As long as my take route was flow to draw liquidity. Oh shit, it's not. That's pretty ass. That's pretty ass. That would scare the fuck out of me too. I mean, ideally you take the continuation entry. That would be ideal. That would be great. That would be the best entry. Anyways. But also with trading, nothing is promised. Like I said, I think I said that. Worst case scenario, I take the bad entry and then fucking just deal with it. I have to hold that shit. Can't. That's why I have a rule where I never put myself at break even. I just deal with it. Hold it no matter what. I trust in the process. I don't like this driver though. I don't like how it fell into manipulate. We might have to take this a little out too, but we'll create SMT with it maybe. Whenever. I think we already push that. Okay. driver reversal on YM. I wonder. What does that mean? This is still the stronger S, so for sure. But I don't really like the fact that the drivers fall into mid-plate. If we do say reverse, I mean, that's not a bad range. We're really showing some string switching on, so it could be a string switch PSP, probably will be. Therefore, let's go through this, everything again. Framework. I mean, it was technically order parameter, just like I don't like the daily bias on YM's shitty, but Monday C2 looking for Tuesday clearly is wanting to make C3 expansion towards its high. Then we have that again showing more weakness on YM, but we got the SMT fill for framework internal external. 6M manipulation profile. So look for 10am continuation. I can't really try to join the driver. You can do that though, damn. That's it. Like I said, ES is the stronger asset, so I was just wanting to look at ES. But yeah, I just didn't like YM. But it would make sense. The fact that the 4R is not showing any strength over, or it's not really showing more strength versus ES. Do you catch up to ES to break this SMT here? But that's why I don't think it really matters about this, but nevertheless, driver reversal, I guess, because we never traded below. We did, but we felt X went away from that swing point. Yeah, then especially at 9 AM. Okay, that's where 9 AM reached into the key level, so the driver will literally have to reverse. So there's no entry. Okay, doesn't matter. It's crazy. Okay, I'm way too high. But yeah, internal, external, 16 manipulation, but you can trade 16 because it's force expansion in the daily. Internal, external. But I'm definitely showing more strength. Showing strength switching. Obviously on YM to catch up. But part of the driver, we reached into the key level. I just don't like it, how driver reversal within the driver creates that massive like reversal right away, closing far above the CSC. There. I'm not really worried about this one. I'm more worried about yes. Yes is still the stronger SO, so interesting. So just broke the SMD. What about on NQ? NQ might okay. The fact that the drivers fell into reverse and go higher is a little bit concerning. I don't know what I want now at this point. Just did fucking so much to fucking worry about. What on me? The East is definitely cleanest with framework and shit on the daily. The bias is way cleaner. But yeah, it's crazy that we did that. 6 AM literally estimated. I mean, I guess we could. I could technically. We're late in the 4-hour candle. I guess I could trade titanium reversal. I suppose, which just most likely would be a second stage PSP on. The NCs, but. Q is definitely the weaker asset. YM is the strongest asset right now. I guess. It's a little weird. Technically, it is actually the strongest asset. Shit. But I was viewing. Damn, am I blind? I think. It's just SMT is weird. With, yeah. These eyes here. Technically, we did. Because we took these eyes here, but think about it, this eye was taken here. And then we felt manipulated. We're just consolidating after reaching up. And obviously, it's further swings on YM, so that there's a reason to really go higher, even on the leading us up. So still we're showing more strength. So I didn't really see that. Pretty sure that's. I guess if this asset doesn't manipulate, I'll look for that second stage PSP formation on the 4 trade titanium continuation on YM if the driver doesn't reach its key level. And if titanium provides a continuation entry, I suppose. But yeah, PSP, and then since these assets are fell into reverse, daily they reverse, or titanium reverses, right? We typically would trade titanium reversal. On ESNQ, about YM, we're trading 16 manipulation titanium continuation. So ideally we get that formation, right? That's what I want. So I'm definitely gonna take this if YM does what it does. What it should, if it does what I said I wanted to do. Fuck, this weight's making me. Firmware's a little bit messy. For the data device is a little bit shitty. Muddy, right? The data device is fine with the framework profile, and then SMT. There is no SMT. It's a little bit shitty, but clearly TOSA has shown that it wants to reach for the size, so it's all good. Don't run fire, right? Yeah, it's framework. Profile is super clean, everything SMT is super clean. We've already determined everything that race is doing. Going into titanium. What are we doing part of the titanium? Oh, whatever, reversal, okay. Wait for it. GXC continuation sequence, right? Then he was opening up with the lower temperature information. SMT, well, most likely going to create a second stage PSP, string switch PSP on the 1 hour 30 minute. Therefore, the 4 hour, if you think about it, actually at that point, the 4 hour, well, I guess, yeah. No, never mind, it doesn't matter. Right, the 4 hour is also creating what was creating a string switch PSP, but now we broke that SMT, so it's just a string switch PSP still. It's not a second stage string switch PSP, but it's a string switch PSP. And then the 1 hour 30 minutes, I guess a string switch PSP, I guess. I forgot. Yeah, we put that SMT, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, so yeah. There you go. Super simple, more complicated. And the entry model, right? It would be. Oh wait, no, the bus. 30. Yes. CSD with the count 2. We might create a CIA CSD prior to the count 3's opening. Save. That'll be entry model 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Entry model 2. It's not. Yeah. If we create a prior, it really doesn't matter. I mean, that wouldn't be. If I do that though, I would have to. I could probably just take this. Problem with this is if I enter off of this, knowing that the stop is going to be pretty much above slightly EQ of the previous 1 hour candles range, which is the new evaluation level for 10 AM. Anyway, now these assets still have to reverse during 10 AM off of the previous work on low. During 10 AM, I don't know. But I think I'll have to, no matter what, trust it. Just because of how strong YM is delivering, how close we are to the draw liquidity. I think that's fair. Everything's very clean today. Clean enough for me to trade. Tuesday continuation. I think I would take that right there. Still has to reach that gap up. So yeah, that's fair. I actually like doing this. I should do this more often. Where I have the premium to discount box range defined from the higher time frame down to the lower time frame. PA. Oh yeah, I like that more. It's better. I'm happy that we're making an elo prior to titanium. It's way better. It's actually like way better. I'm happy. Because at that point, titanium, when opening up, will therefore inevitably we'll have to probably create the CSC. So we're doing entry mode 2. Doesn't matter for that. Or no, it's entry mode 1. But it'll cause titanium to therefore retrace, actually have the ability to create the wick of that candle. Therefore, the candle formation should be clean. Everything should be more clean at that point. So. Instead of titanium opening up after Paris has validated this CICC, right? And then it has like very little room, like it has to respect this, or if it doesn't, then it has to take this lot. And therefore it's kind of a gamble. It's like more lower probability at that point. Just because we know that the new refined validation level isn't actually the CSD, it's actually pretty much the slower EQ of the 1 hour candle, right? Therefore it could technically take your stop if you do enter off the CSD and still push higher. If it doesn't want to restore off this, right? If it doesn't want to create that small wick. Ideally it does restore this a little bit. But now that titanium is now probably, no matter what, forced to create the CICC, should be no reason for it to head lower. My stop loss should be more protected at that point. Because we're creating the CSD within, they protect the swing within titanium. Because then titanium therefore automatically is actually showing a willingness to want to reach for the target level. Therefore the narrative is more confirmed, I feel like. So yeah, this is better. I want to give an update, but real quick. So obviously the weak rest on the daily, yeah. Say because yeah, technically yes, it's still the weakness on the daily. Strong size. I don't understand. I don't know. MLM is showing your strength. I am confused. What else is the leading slash strong size? Yes, so Okay, it's a better, not the best closure, but it's better. If Tenium can just no go where. Still, I'm guessing it's still a. Oh, we did create that. That's crazy. Still, that's a large ass wick on the opposing side. That's crazy. So we've already created that second stage. PSP on the foyer. Yeah. Ideally, we reverse away from this gap during Tenium. Create that SMP fill again, and then. Oh wait, no, on NQ. Oh yes, did that. Oh shit. So we already do have that SMP fill. From here. Okay. Still rather weak. It's a pretty weak closure. During 6 AM. It's a weak C2. But even on the 1 hour, it's the same, just the same channel. It's looking a little sus. So, obviously, nevertheless, right, now we have a 4 hour line swing, like the 4 hour and the other line with expansion bullshit. 6 AM evolution, 10 AM continuation. 10 AM is opening up within a JXT rich sequence. Find values on the weekly discount, we'll see where they graph. And then, or the mean threshold of this CSD here, actually, mainly. Ideally, we restore that. And then, yeah, so we can just simply look for 10 AM C3. It's the opening, so. Yeah, so, daily respect the upper half. But, and then jumping to the 5 day minute, right? Everything's clean. Everything's fine. We have the CST within count 2, and I'll look for that count 3 CST, pretty much. Here in 10 AM. Doesn't matter. I really don't care. Actually, that's not a urban model. I mean, I'm very curious about quarterly theory. Yeah, daily this candle expands still. Still create that CSD. C3 is a little that's crazy. It's ideal to wait for a new consume information on the daily, or on, I mean during 10 AM. On the 30 minute, to be honest. gonna go take a piss. Still want to trade. I still want to trade anybody.